Welcome back to another episode of Down to 216. Hosted by your boy Will here, man. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today as we get into another interesting video topic? Now look, so we got some interesting news. I woke up bright and early for you guys today. I'm like, it happened at like 12 in the night, maybe 11. Yeah, I don't know. But the Cleveland Browns went out and signed Tyler Huntley. Snoop is back with the Browns, and they recently signed him. Like I said, I think it would happen Monday night. So with that, the Browns now have 5 quarterbacks on their roster. The Browns obviously don't plan on keeping 5 quarterbacks on their roster, so I don't think Tyler Huntley makes this roster. I'll say they said he was just a camp body. They said he was just, precaution. They didn't let him get any reps up until the point of signing him before this preseason game. So I do think that is noteworthy. I don't expect Tyler Huntley to make this team. I don't expect Tyler Huntley to impact, winning football decisions. You guys got to remember, not winning football decisions, but any major football decisions. Like if we remember, they cut Tyler Huntley for DTR, and DTR is probably much worse than Dylan Gabriel. DTR is much worse than Shedeur Sanders. DTR is much worse than Kenny Pickett. So DTR is much worse than Joe Flacco. So I don't expect Tyler Huntley to be better than any of the 4 quarterbacks that we already got. I think they brought him on simply for the preseason game. I think he's probably play a game and be done. He's probably going to play like the 4th quarter or the 3rd quarter, I'm assuming. Probably like 3rd and a half, 4th quarter in the preseason and be done. So that's what I say as far as with him. I think it is going to be very, very interesting, though. Now, is Shedeur going to start? I talked about it in, my last video a little bit, but is Shedeur Sanders starting now? Because Tyler Huntley is essentially coming in to be the 3rd-string quarterback in the preseason game, or the 2nd-string quarterback in the preseason game. As you guys remember, he used to play, the entire damn preseason game. I don't know why he wasn't signed on the team. Maybe teams just don't believe he's capable of leading the team or, capable of being good. I think now Tyler Huntley would probably be very, very good in the XFL or in the CFL, similar to like a PJ Walker or somebody of that caliber. But, yeah, I just think it's interesting that they brought him in. I'm assuming Kenny's injury is pretty significant because I don't know why they got Kenny Pickett throwing out there if he hurt, but I'm assuming his hamstring injury is pretty significant. So with that being said, what does that mean for these roster implications? Because a lot of people say Kenny Pickett's not tradable now because he's hurt. I think that's just all conspiracy theory. I don't think none of this shit really matter, y'all, to be honest with y'all. I think people are losing their minds over nothing. I keep saying it, and I've been talking about it for the longest. I be ahead of a lot of stuff, despite me being more of a smaller channel. But when the preseason come, all of this is going to go out the window. We can hype up Dylan Gabriel. We can hype up Joe Flacco. We can hype up Shedeur Sanders. But it's a difference between training camp and live football. It's a difference between getting reps and stinking up in the preseason on national TV. We about to get film on these guys. You got to understand that. Not highlights, film. So I think it's going to be very telling to see. And I think Shedeur is probably easily the most talented quarterback on this roster. And I think he's going to show that in the preseason. So I think it's going to not really mean anything or impact nothing. Now, some people feel like this is a trade audition for Shedeur Sanders. I think that's a bit much to be dramatic with. You got to think, if Shedeur and Kenny Pickett are both hurt, who is going to play in the preseason? This video is sponsored by Detrimental Figures, my brand here. As y'all see, some of the quality of my recent work. You get a signature tag on it as well.
You know, we make and really emphasize quality over quantity. So, you know, we try to take and make sure we use the best materials to come up with our shirts and the best designs. Make sure y'all following us on Instagram, Detrimental Figures. So y'all can also get the description down below and hit the link for a shirt. Everything I drop is limited edition. So unfortunately, this shirt is sold out. I don't have any more, but I have different things coming up similar to it. So keep in mind, and I'll keep you guys updated with some of my new stuff throughout these videos coming up.
Joe Flacco, do you expect Shedeur Sanders to play the entire preseason game? Like, we gotta be a little bit realistic here, y'all. I know we expecting everything to be a conspiracy theory, and I love my conspiracy theories myself. But we gotta be a little realistic. I don't think that Shedeur is being put up for a trade audition. I don't think Tyler Huntley will come in and start ahead of Shedeur in the preseason game. Now, if he does, that's just going to make me criticize this team some more for their incompetence. But like I said, I don't really think Tyler Huntley is here to do anything besides be the third guy to come in at the end of a preseason game, because we don't have one because everybody's hurt right now. So that's what I say. You're not going to cut Dylan Gabriel. You're just not. He'll be on this roster. Kenny Pickett is a cut person, and like you said, you already expected Joe Flacco to be here. So I think it's not going to really mean nothing. Y'all comment down below. I know a lot of people probably losing their minds about us signing Tyler Huntley. Everything not worth an overreaction, y'all. That's what I want to say. So we're going to see if it is worth the overreaction, but I highly doubt it. I don't think this team values Tyler Huntley at all to even take practice snaps from one of these rookies. So we're going to see. I don't think he make it past Friday. He's probably going to come play Friday and then get kicked off the team. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting unless somebody gets traded. I doubt it. You know, I really see this team probably just cutting Kenny Pickett or somebody and calling it a day. So, you guys comment down below how y'all feel about it. It's your boy Will. I'm out. Peace.